Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. It's the 59. It's out time. It's out time. Watch the shit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Motion. Mike 5'9".
2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He's got Adams on the hook end. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Me and you on deck. On deck. Go. You. I'm coming after you. Mike, check. 59. Watch the pass.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw. Sanders. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Henry. 51. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check your hot read.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Check. Hey, check. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Down to lose one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now, a nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Sanders on 1st down. And Sanders has it poked free. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They go play action with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back. All the time, he definitely wants that one back. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Right there.
To number 15.
There, baby.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports.
With the score tied 3-3.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. Sanders. Touchdown, Packers. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mike 51, Mike 51. It's a party now.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Mike 51. Got 50. I got you, son. 51.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Watch the screen.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On the ground, this is Johnson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and 11 now. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Joker. Wide. Get wide. Check. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama.
Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch out. Switch, Mark.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Packers' 23-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. We own it.
Again, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
We taking wins home. Go, go. Wide motion. Short. Shoot. Hey, check. Let's go. Travel. Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. Hey, Banjo. Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Now Sanders operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get it.
Looking to throw. Sanders. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Set,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Let him know, let him know.
Jackson going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Boom, boom. My partner. I got it.
Sanders now to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Strip that ball.
Sanders from the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Since you're outlaw, 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 80 weapon.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
It's just me and you. Me and you. It's just me and you. Sponge. No.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. To throw is Sanders. To throw on third down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
First down, Green Bay.
Down. Go to base. 50. Like 50. Rip left.
Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Kelsey out in the slot right. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Here's Sanders off the play fake as we get late in this one. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Johnson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
Let's get off the field.
From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Sanders operating from the gun. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Packers.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go. Mike 54. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Pick that. Pick that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and did he catch it? He did! A touchdown! One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Sometimes it comes down to one final play, a dramatic finish to this one.
And no player will ever admit to